Recording. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Talking Games Podcast, episode 205. I'm Matt Wood, your host, and I am joined by Kelsey Lavati.
Hi.
And no one else! That's right! It's our show tonight. What's up? You're supposed to
Join?
Yeah, you're supposed to join that. Yeah, that was not supposed to be a solo thing.
No thanks.
You were supposed to go like, that kind of thing.
Yeah. For sure.
Why don't you ever mount your pop filter to your microphone?
It is broken. And so I hold it like a bouquet.
Aren't they like $7? Like, they're not much.
They're 12, thanks.
Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, whatever. Kelsey, you ready to talk about some video games and other such things?
Yes.
Good, because I don't know if I am.
Oh.
Just kidding. Kelsey, why don't you tell me what video games you've been playing?
Dead Cells.
Yeah? What do you think of it?
Yes.
I know you're playing it on that Switch.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay, all right.
It really
Next
reminds me. Oh, sorry.
No,
I was
go
going
ahead.
to continue, but
No, please,
all right.
please do, because this is going to be half the podcast. Go.
I like it a lot. It reminds me a lot of Hyper Light Drifter, which I think that's the reason I'm really enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
And Metroid, a bit. It kind of reminds me of that, but like the plot, I guess, isn't the same. But I like the comedy in it. I think like it's cute. Like when he wakes up and he's like, "Oh shit, those are all my bodies," and I'm like, "Yeah, baby, we've been dying a lot."
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you've gotten to the point where you can like unlock like your stats and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to avoid looking at like how many times I've died, and
I love it.
I'm like embarrassed by like what weak creatures have like killed me and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you see the stat part where like dead by like falling off a ledge?
Yeah.
Like, oh
yeah.
god.
Yeah,
And it has happened because
really?
not that I died, but that like I'll jump off like with no repercussions. I just leap, and obviously, it's realistic because you would hurt your legs and possibly break them and die.
Yeah. So wait, do you actually harm yourself when, like, say, you just fall off?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay.
It's happened to me.
Oh, okay. Because I know, like, you can like fall off a ledge and then you like just like respawn somewhere else, but you lose a little bit of life. But other times, like, if he jumps off a ledge and then falls a little too far, like he'll just get that like dizzy sign.
Yeah, but you'll lose a bit of health.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll
So
stop doing that.
if you're at your last bit and then you run off and fall, you're gonna die.
So what is your strategy? What is your dead cell strategy?
I don't have strategies playing games. I just go and I just kill.
Okay.
No repercussions. Like that's why I die a lot.
So you don't try to like
I
get
don't
through.
care.
You don't try to like get through quickly, so you can like get that like unlike that little extra room or whatever.
No. Oh my god, that shit annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, it closed 1 minute ago.
Pity.
Like, fuck you. Pity. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I kill everything in sight.
Okay, so you just take your time and you pace yourself, and you don't. Honestly, I've discovered that those.
I'm pacing myself though.
Yeah.
I go in guns blazing. I just.
Yeah. So you don't have like okay, I'm gonna get this kind of weapon. I'm gonna get this kind of weapon.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't play any games like that though. Never. I only do guns blazing.
When you can choose health, tactics, or brutality, which one do you tend to go towards?
First, I'll go health because, like I said, I have no tactic. So I need to have as much health as possible. And then I'll go brutality. Then I'll go health. Then I'll go brutality.
I never mess with health or with brutality.
Why? Oh,
I never
okay.
do brutality. I front load tactics because tactics will affect like what my weapons can do.
Yeah.
So I try to like boost that up as much as possible, and no matter what you pick, it gives you a little bit of health. Tactics gives the least amount of health though. So sometimes you'll pick up one of those like upgrade things, and it's only like brutality and health. And I always go the health route. I never mess with brutality.
I do it just because I just can't play a video game without killing everything.
Sure, I get that.
And I've never been very good at that like RPG kind of like changing my stats and whatever. Like I've never ever been good at that. I've always like increased health, had like, okay, for example, like in Pokemon.
Yeah.
This is the most easiest example to explain. In Pokemon, when you get a new move and it's like, do you want this move? If it's defense, I say no. I change everything to attack always. I just kill everything in my path. I have no sorrow for these skeleton zombies.
So my go-to is I always try to get the ice power. Mm-hmm. And I always try to get like a good, like, I like the bleeding sword, the sword that like causes people to bleed.
Okay, I like the two knives.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like the broadsword, even though that was clunky. The one that I like to play with, but I always know it's going to end up getting me killed, is the foot, like just the kick the guy.
I don't think I saw that one.
Like, there's one where it's just like, like it's just you just kick them. So it's like it's short range, but it's pretty effective if you land it. But it ends up hurting me more than helping me.
Yeah, I don't think I'd pick that. I would be like upset if I got that, because like I don't know, just the way that I play these games, like a kicking, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right to me.
I still don't have the ability to wall. I assume that there's a wall jumping mechanic, and I just haven't found it yet.
Do you double jump?
I can double jump, but I can't like jump on a wall.
Yeah, like
there's a few parts where the area that I need to get to is way too high up, and I can tell like there's some kind of like climb or wall
climbing
jump thing.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't landed that yet. I can stomp and break through the ground. I can. What else is there? I can do that thing where I clap my hands and teleport.
Okay.
How far have you gotten?
I was gonna say I don't know if I've even gotten those.
Okay.
Like I could go through the floor, but that's the basic movement. Of like when there's like the wood and you can go down.
But there comes some part where like there's
the mutation though,
a little rune or whatever.
Okay.
And
but then don't you lose your runes?
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Because I feel like when you get one, every time you die, you lose it, or you can pick one up or something. Okay. And then there's also mutations.
Yeah, I think it's a mutation, but like there's like a little like symbol on the ground, and you can like stomp on that and break through the ground. Okay,
no.
Okay.
Yeah. I die too frequently, I think.
It's a funny thing to say.
Make a lot of progress.
It's a hell of a game. And I've invested. I've come down on it a little bit. Because there was getting to a point where like I would put like 4 or 5 hours a day into it. It's like this is fucking ridiculous. I gotta stop. I have work I have to do and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's a well-made video game. It's a lot of fun.
I think it's really fun.
Yeah.
I really like it. Like it really is reminiscent of games that I enjoy, and I think because I die so often. I like it more.
Yeah.
I find that like Super Meat Boy. I don't know if you ever played this game. It was on the Xbox. That game, I just loved watching myself die afterwards. And I wish that you could see that. Like every time you would do a level or something, like your old self would be there.
Yeah.
So you like see where you die. I love that.
So
I don't know if it's just because I'm a masochist or if I like to see myself improve.
Yeah, I totally. There's something about like that getting right back into it that I do kind of like. I don't know. It's a solid game. I don't want to get into the whole Metroidvania thing.
No, but
I
like
don't feel like there's that many elements of that in
no,
this
I
game.
think it's like reminiscent, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't say like when we categorize games like it's just an easy way of like explaining what it looks like, but I
Sure.
don't think like there's other elements to it that make it like special.
Like I definitely feel like this is like a roguelike type of game. But I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. It's a good game. It's about to go. It's about to go on the back burner though, for a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I assume it could be a case of Spider-Man's not very good, but
No.
yeah, I'm hoping that Spider-Man's great. So I guess
I
that's
think it will be. I have I have high hopes.
so. I guess that's what we're transitioning into is Spider-Man. So are you going to play it? Are you going to pick up the Spider-Man?
No, because I
It's gonna
just
cost
started
$85. Yeah, when it comes out in Canada.
Yeah, it probably will be, but I just started school, so
Yeah,
I gotta like care a little.
yeah, yeah. That's
You?
no. I've got it pre-ordered. It's coming in
Okay.
Friday, so I'm hoping
Okay.
that I can spend some time with it. I heard it's short, which actually doesn't sound so
What?
bad. Like
That's the best thing ever.
yeah. Like I'm sure that there's plenty of like side crap that you can pour into,
Yeah.
but I heard it's like 15 hours, which is
Ideal.
Yeah,
I'm
kinda-
so excited now.
Yeah.
Like I think I might buy it. I can spare.
yeah. Like and if if it comes to a case of like, oh, I can buy it and like sell it like in a weekend, and that sounds delightful. That sounds terrific. Let's go that way.
Depending reviews though, but I'm
Yeah.
sure you could
Uh,
probably
Some of the reviews have been out. I think it's pretty good. Let me see what the
reviews have been
Metacritic.
out.
Yeah. Which it's a good sign when the reviews start coming out pretty early because it's like, oh,
Yeah,
they
because it
actually,
means they could break embargo.
yeah, they feel confident. So
Yeah.
it's a 87 on Metacritic. So
Okay, that's good.
it's not bad. I'm looking at the reviews, the critical reviews, and it's a lot of reviews that I don't recognize. So
Oh,
That-
so
I
maybe
d-
they just broke it.
yeah, I saw that. I saw that like IGN's review is up and GameSpot's.
Oh, okay.
So Game Informer. Okay, it's like no offense to the smaller ones because we're talking games. I mean, obviously we don't mean any offense. We're small. Because I don't know what Dark Station is. I don't know what Cheat Code Central is.
Yeah.
Unless it's actually the website Cheat Code Central from when I was a kid to get cheat codes for Sega Genesis games.
It might be that.
There might be. Yeah, they might have.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they
you have
had
to
the-
adjust to the times.
Exactly. They were like, well, no one gives it. Cheat games aren't in video games anymore, so we have to. Game Informer gave it a 95.
Okay.
Let's see. Man, I don't know of a lot of video game publications. EGM gave it a 90. That's good. It's a good game. Destructoid gave it a 90.
I'm still excited for it though.
GameSpot gave it a 90. IGN Spain gave it an 88, whereas IGN gave it an 87.
Ooh.
Let's look at the low reviews. Let's look at what publications are like. No, fuck Spider-Man. Guardian. The Guardian gave it 60.
Ouch.
Slant Magazine gave it a 70.
Okay, but those still aren't that bad.
No, that's not bad.
Like I think my opinion will be also like based on the fact that he's my favorite superhero. So I like really can he do wrong in my eyes? I don't think so.
little bit of a different Spider-Man, I guess, than what people might be used to. So it's like,
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think there's always going to be a nostalgia behind it.
Sure.
And I think you can enjoy it anyways.
I've heard the elements of like the Peter Parker storyline is as good or as fun as, say, like the actual Spider-Manning, the Spider-Manning stuff.
Okay.
So that has me interested, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a couple of days.
I'm excited. I am excited.
I know on Friday Hugh said that he is going to stream some of that. So if you want to check that out, make sure that you watch Hugh play a video game and spoil it. He said that he's going to spoil it. So there you go. I mean, I guess if you're going to play a few of the first hours, then you're going to have to, right?
Yeah. But like, it's not. What really can it spoil?
Yeah. Well,
like,
I mean, there's a story.
The first few hours it'll spoil things, but I don't think it's like a not watch. Like, I don't think it's stuff that really matters.
It's a fucking Spider-Man story. I bet he's gonna be down on his luck.
And we know it.
Yeah. I'm sure he's gonna be down on his luck. He's gonna have some kind of issue with Mary Jane.
Okay, don't insult my king.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
he's had a hard life. Okay.
It's one of those cases of, do you want it to be anything different?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's predictable, but it's the good kind of predictable. Let's see. Have you been playing anything else?
No, actually, I have not. Well, no, that's a lie. I've played NHL, but it's again like that thing that I do that I just need mindless numbing.
Yeah.
And I miss hockey so much.
Is it a big deal when that game comes out over there?
Yeah, people talk about it.
No? Okay, all right. How many people?
We are
how many
a
Canadians?
hockey-loving nation.
No, I know. That's why I'm asking. How many Canadians get stoked when like Madden comes out?
I think people still love football here.
Okay, all right. I just didn't know.
I would even argue NFL is more popular than the CFL.
No, well, yeah.
What is the CFL, you ask? The Canadian Football League, where we have different rules.
Yeah, like you have to shake hands after you tackle each other. You have to apologize, hold the door for each other.
Well, we just do that because we're kind.
Exactly.
Not because someone forces us to. But no, my dad bought Madden on the PS4. Yeah, people still like football here.
Okay, well, I went to a football game on Saturday. My brother was in town, and he's a lawyer, and his law firm had like they're not box seats, but they're like indoor like observation. So it's like I don't give a shit about football, but
was there free food?
It wasn't free food, but it was a case of like the concession stand was like right behind you, and there's only maybe like 100 people in that area. So like like if you wanted food, there was no line. Like the bathroom was nice. You could buy beer in there. So like with college football. A lot of times, I don't know. I know this is the case in Arkansas. They don't sell alcohol at the game because it's like it's college campus and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But in like these private areas, go nuts.
You could buy beer.
You can buy beer, and I did, and I didn't get drunk because they limited it to 2. So
Okay, I have a serious question.
Okay.
All I know about American football is that you have
I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible person to. Oh, okay. So these are just football culture questions. Go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I know enough about my boyfriend's favorite team, Pittsburgh Steelers, to know about actual football. Like I've watched football enough. My dad's a Cubs fan. Like I know enough about football.
Your dad's a what fan?
A Cubs fan.
Nope.
No, Bears.
There you go. Okay, all right.
Cubs is the baseball team.
It's right. It's right city.
So, so I know enough about football. Like I've watched football my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
But football culture fascinates me.
Yeah.
Tailgating. Is that the only time you could drink beer? Is this what you're telling me?
No. You can drink beer like crazy. So
Okay.
like with
But you can't buy beer?
at college
Oh,
football.
it's true. It's college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
at the stadium, it's like, no, we're not going to sell beer. But like if you're tailgating, then
Yeah.
go nuts, go have fun.
I don't know.
Uh,
I only have one experience of underage drinking in the States, and I know it's tough luck.
yeah, it's trickier. But yeah, tailgating. I thought you had questions about tailgating. Tailgating is.
No,
I would assume they
I,
have tailgating in Canada. Like people tailgate in Canada, right? At hockey games and shit.
I guess. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But it's not like I live in a city though, so I don't know how it is in like suburb cities where their arena literally is surrounded by a ginormous parking lot, because our arena is in the
fucking
middle of
amazing.
downtown.
It's amazing. It's awesome. It's great.
So I don't know if you're being sarcastic.
No, it is because we get these big fucking tents and like,
Yeah, okay, exactly.
Yeah.
And so like at the hockey game, like yeah, everybody I've gone to hockey games drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Little pregame, baby. That's American lingo.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for teaching me that.
But like, and you can't really drink outside though. But because bars and clubs and stuff like that, you can basically drink all day until 3 a.m. You just can't drink on the street.
Sure.
So like you could
That's
you
the
could
case
go
here.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you can't really drink on the street. So like where would you even tailgate? I don't even understand this.
So
Anyways,
okay. You can. I don't know the technical rules of tailgating, but I
Yeah.
feel as if most schools that have tailgating have. So, like for example, I went to a college that you could not have alcohol on campus. I mean, of course, everybody did, but you obviously like couldn't like. Tailgating would be a case of like there's no booze because you couldn't just openly have it, right?
yeah.
But for example, the university that's near where I live, it seems to be cool because I've been tailgating a few times and I've drank while I'm tailgating, and it's like right on campus. It's like right outside the
Okay.
arena. And so when people tailgate, say like at a college, sometimes they tailgate right in the parking lot, just tailgate like normal. Other times you can reserve like a plot outside the stadium, so like on campus, like in the courtyard and things like that, where you can just tailgate there. I don't know how it all works.
Well, all this to say that people in Canada play Madden.
Yep, yeah, exactly. People seem to like and find a way to drink alcohol and eat hot dogs.
Yeah.
What's the hot dog like in Canada? Is it shit? Do y'all have shit hot dogs in Canada, or do y'all have good ass hot dogs?
Like, I don't know what a good hot dog is to you, but I am Italian, so we eat Italian sausages instead of hot dogs.
That's no, and I get that
In a bun, yeah. I have an Italian sausage,
Sure.
so I don't.
No, I get that, and I totally understand that. It's like a hot dog doesn't really compete with an Italian sausage, or say like a bratwurst, or say
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
But like, I
something
would
better.
say it's good if you put any hot dog on a barbecue. I feel like it tastes good.
Yeah, I think hot dogs are pretty fucking okay. What do you What do you put on a hot dog, Canadian?
Is it a hot dog or is it an Italian?
It's a hot
sausage?
dog. It's a regular ass hot
Ketchup.
dog. Okay, say that one more time.
Ketchup.
Oh, okay. Spell it.
KET.
So okay,
HEP.
let me stop you there. My brother convinced me for years. I think I told you this, that Canadians spell ketchup with a C.
Well, I don't.
Okay, so I feel like I've had this conversation. Whether other than you or Danica, I can't remember. But I have had the conversation about ketchup with a K and ketchup with a C in Canada, and how I've had this conversation before.
I feel like that's a stupid argument we would have had, so it might have been me.
Yeah, okay.
And but I spell ketchup normally. I heard actually that Americans spell ketchup with a C and they call it catsup.
No, we don't do that shit. We say ketchup and we put a K on it.
Listeners, let us know.
And we drink
what's
it.
The truth.
We put that shit on everything.
Yeah, I put ketchup on everything too.
That might not be
But
true.
on an Italian sausage, heads up everybody, you get a nice mild. You put it on the barbecue. You put mustard, ketchup, and hot banana peppers.
That sounds good. That sounds fine.
There you
But
go.
why wouldn't you just go with like a spicy sausage as opposed to like a mild?
Because you're putting hot peppers. Do you know what Italian hot peppers taste like?
Double that shit up, right?
Okay.
Like fucking rock and roll.
Go ahead, fragile southerner.
Okay, fragile southerner? Like, no ma'am. We eat anything down here. Do you know what hoghead cheese is?
No.
It's kind of what it sounds like.
Is it like Monterey Jack?
No, it's like a gelatinous spread that's made from various pig parts. And we eat that shit.
Yeah, I guess.
I
eat intestines.
Have you had
Tripa, baby.
Have you had gizzards and liver?
I know what they are, and I have had liver. Yes,
Delicious.
gizzards. No, but
Gizzards are fantastic. It's like a.
I believe it. I'd eat it. I would
It's
honestly
like a
eat
meaty
anything.
Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah, like chewy meat. That should
Delicious.
be the podcast title. Do we do podcast titles? Can we call this one Chewy Meat?
Yeah,
Okay, we're having this conversation now. Let's see because Bobby's going to edit this.
yeah.
If he actually listens
Bobby.
to it, this episode will be called Chewy Meat. If he doesn't, we'll know. And then, for future reference, we know that we can say whatever the fuck we want on this show. Yeah, I kind of like this time of year. I love. So my new place, I moved, and I now live in a place that does not allow the use of charcoal when you grill, and that's the only way that I grill. Like I have a charcoal grill. I don't do gas. I feel like, and I'm not gonna get into that whole debate, but I love. It's like some people are like, oh yeah, the only time to grill is like the summer. I could not disagree
grill all
more.
year long.
Yeah, like I love grilling when it's cold outside. I think it's way more fun. It's warmer, or it's you get to appreciate the heat coming from the grill. But yes, I digress. Let's talk about video games. I bought an EverDrive. Do you know what that is?
No, explain it to me.
So I've been kind of getting rid of a little bit of my collection, just because it takes up a lot of space, and I don't try to get too much into the rat race of like what the game is worth and what that whole thing. So knowing that games have some value, I've been kind of getting rid of a few of them, but only if it's possible to play the game in another way. So I've been buying these things called EverDrives, which I bought one for my Nintendo 64. Are you listening? Because you are distracting the hell out of me right now. If you're listening to the audio, Kelsey is... I don't know. What are you doing?
Well, for those who weren't here at the beginning...
Uh-huh.
I have to use my hotspot for my computer to record because it's not working. And my phone is dying, so...
Okay. All right. Well, for me, it just looks like, hey, everybody look at Kelsey's armpit for a few minutes while Matt tries to explain what an EverDrive is. And
I was listening, though.
I appreciate that.
You got it on your Nintendo 64. I heard everything.
So anyway, it essentially, they're made from donor carts, which just means broken Nintendo 64 games. They take the shell of a Nintendo 64, and this guy from the Ukraine named Crix has been designing these things for a while. essentially where you put it into. It's a motherboard that you put into a cartridge of whatever video game platform it is,
Okay.
and it has an SD slot where you can load ROMs onto your SD card, put the SD card into the cartridge, put it into the native hardware, and then you can play whatever game you want off of one
Yeah.
cartridge.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and I love it because it checks off everything that I want. I do want to play the game natively
Mm-hmm.
because I do like playing it on the actual hardware, like with the actual controller and like on a CRT. Like I love that. And I love the fact that I condense space, that I'm getting rid of just stuff that takes up a lot of shelf space and things like that. And that, yeah, you never have to change the cartridge out of my Nintendo 64. It's wonderful. So,
Amazing.
yeah, it's nice.
I don't know if it's called a raspberry or a cherry. I don't know.
Raspberry Pi.
I've tried that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also gone on like websites to try games, but like I've never really integrated like a program
Yeah.
to try to, like I would like to. I have an old GameCube in my closet. That's my ex-boyfriend's that I never gave back.
Uh-huh.
And I would love to use it. I just don't have games.
So with the GameCube, I feel like it's a little bit tricky. I think anything with like a disk drive, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more complicated, except for the Dreamcast and like some of the Sega consoles, because with those you could just rip the games onto a CDR and go to town. But like the GameCube has that like little bitty disc, and I'm sure there's a way to mod a GameCube to where you can because I knew you could do that with like the Xbox, where you could put like an SD card in there and just play whatever game you wanted. I'm sure there's a way. I have no idea how to.
Okay. Well, whatever. It's not like as if I pulled it out in the last 4 years, so it's still up there.
What games does he have?
I don't have them. I just have the GameCube.
That's lame. That's lame. What was I say? Because I'm interested in GameCube. Now talk to me about that. But
I don't have the controller.
Oh,
or
you just
wires.
have.
I
the
literally
GameCube.
like when I say I just have the GameCube.
Oh,
I mean it. I just have this. I have the cube.
You can tote it around with its little handle. Is it a purple GameCube?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way to go. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I bought the black one because I thought it was cooler. But like as an adult,
okay. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, I've come around and I've been like, fucking purple, man.
Was there a see-through one, or is that just in my imagination?
There was not, but in Japan, they had a spice orange one, which is kind of like a tangerine.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people have like imported that one in. And the problem is it only plays Japanese
games. I know.
But a lot of people have like taken apart their American GameCube and the Japanese one and just switched the casing.
Yeah. Okay.
Which that's pretty baller. That's pretty dope. Is that cool to say? Baller and dope.
It's whatever you want.
Okay. All right. Great. Fantastic. But no, I've done that with my Sega Genesis, and I've done that with my Nintendo 64, and I have the EverDrives for that, and I'm happy. I'm content. I still have my NES, and I still have my Super Nintendo, and they make EverDrives for those platforms.
Okay.
But it's, for whatever reason, just a little bit harder for me to sell those collections.
Yeah.
Just I can't bring myself to do it.
But I don't do it. It's fine. No one's judging.
Yeah, that's
I feel like
ultimately
people
what
would
it
judge
is.
you if you did it.
Well, it's one of those cases of like, I'm not gonna sell it unless I want to. Like I'm getting rid of some of my like comic trades and hardcovers and all that stuff, because it's like like there's some things where it's just like I don't know, why do I have this?
Yeah.
And so it's part of like moving into a new place where it's like I gotta condense space. So I'm selling it at my convenience, and I wouldn't if I had any other way. Oh, here's a breakthrough. Since we're talking about video game news, I think personal video game news is way more interesting than like, headlines on like a video game news site.
I disagree. I think it can be interesting.
No. This just in.
What?
Last week, I have accepted and decided that my PlayStation 3 should not be in my game room. It should be downstairs with my PlayStation 4 and my Switch.
Oh, I thought this was actual game news.
No, this is personal game news. It's more
I
interesting.
was ready to discuss.
It's way more interesting.
Oh, so you brought him with some friends.
Hmm?
So you gave him some friends.
Well, I just feel like the PlayStation 3 when you move upstairs to the game room, it's kind of an acceptance of like this is the retirement home. And like the Wii U's up here and the GameCube and the Genesis and all that stuff, and they're just they're like, yeah, we're out here because we don't get played as often and whatever. And the PS3 was up here for forever, but I started playing like Symphony of the Night, and I was like, fuck this, you're going downstairs because
the PS3 is good though. Like I don't think, I don't think. I mean, technically, it should be in retirement because of the PS4. But I think me and my boyfriend. Actually, here's another game I played. Jeez, I played a lot of games. GTA 5.
Yeah.
And I haven't played that game in so long. And my boyfriend just bought it used at EB Games, and he's like, "Yeah, PS3 graphics horrible."
Yeah, so it probably cost him like $3 or whatever. Like.
It's Canada. It costed him $14.
Fuck! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's like, "Do you think that's a good price?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. Just get it. Fuck."
Let me see.
It was fun though. We were playing GTA Online.
While you're talking about this, I want to see what you would pay for GTA. It was 5, right?
Yeah, GTA 5.
Okay, I want to see what that goes for on PS3 here in America.
It still has to be a lot, and you have to do GameStop. I want to know what GameStop charges.
I'm on GameStop's app. This is GameStop's app.
Okay.
So, all right. So, Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS3 would cost you. Oh, okay. It's $15. Wow.
Okay. Okay.
I felt like it should be a lot more, but if you wanted it for PS4, it's going to cost you
40 probably. Or 30.
$27.99. So yeah,
okay, 30.
About 30. Yeah. Huh.
Double.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not that bad. So I told him whatever, because I knew he'd enjoy it, and I know like I enjoyed it, and millions of people fucking still play it. So I'm like, might as well get it. He just wants to drive in the game, anyways.
It's a great game for that. Even though, like you said, the graphics aren't very good. Like I remember, they're
not compared to like what I'm used to now, right?
Sure.
So when I first played GTA, what was this? 6 years ago? 5 years ago?
Isn't that crazy?
It's fucking long.
It has to be at least 5-6 years ago. Yeah.
I think it's like almost 7, to be honest. Yeah. But I thought the graphics were cool. Like I thought they were sick. And now I've been playing a lot of games on like the PS4, right? So like my expectations of graphics are like far higher. Right. So when I went back, like he still has his PS3. He has no. So to him, he's like, "This is normal," and I was like, "This is the worst thing I've ever seen." He's like, "I don't know how to control it."
It hasn't even been 5 years.
How long has it been?
It's going to be 5 years and about 2 weeks. It came out September 17th.
On the PS3.
On the PS3, September 17th, 2013.
2013. Okay, that makes sense, actually.
So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember being like, when that first came out, like being kind of like, holy shit. But also understanding this is it for the PS3. Like this thing.
Mm-hmm. It was the game.
Is pushing it to its, as far as it can go. Yeah, like I still have like a big collection of PS3, and I had PS Plus pretty shortly after they rolled it out. So I've been picking up my thing with PlayStation Plus is I don't care what the game is. I'm going to at least put my name on it, and if I want to download it later, I'll download it later.
Yeah.
And yeah, like because of that, like I have a pretty great PS3 library.
I wish I kept PS3 games that I played like before, right? I
Hmm.
didn't keep any games. Like even when I sold my Wii U, I didn't keep any games. I just don't keep them.
Yeah.
And I miss Lollipop Chainsaw.
I have that. I have,
Shut
well,
the
yeah.
fuck up.
I'm looking at. So here's my
I
PS3
fucking
collection.
love that game. I know it's terrible, but that is like my first love on the PS3.
So my PS3 collection is as follows, and I know this is so interesting for those
Get Shadow
listening.
of the Colossus.
I don't
Okay.
because I do. I have it because I had
Well,
PlayStation Plus. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's on my system. I have Star Wars: The Force Unleashed because of
Hmm.
course a lot of Guitar Heroes and a lot of rock bands, of course.
Yeah.
Um, GTA 5,
Hmm.
Lego Star Wars,
Okay, yeah.
Lego Marvel, Red Dead, which you gotta get Red Dead.
Never played in my life.
Really? Do you like Grand Theft Auto?
I like Grand Theft Auto. But Red Dead is what? It's about
Horses.
zombies?
No, no. Red Dead Redemption's about that's like cowboy Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I don't like cowboys either.
There's a big game coming out pretty
I know
soon.
that. I thought it was about zombies, but it's about cowboys, and I don't like
Well,
cowboys.
there was DLC, The Undead Nightmare, which was
Okay,
yeah.
you make me feel stupid, and then
No,
you're like, oh, yeah, there is a
no, I'm
possibility
not
that
trying to make you feel
zombies suck
stupid. I'm
dogs.
trying to say that this is probably what you're thinking of.
Exactly.
Let's see. I have Arkham
Hmm.
City. Arkham City.
Yes, yes, I had those. Yeah.
Yeah, I got something in a steel case. What is that? Oh, that's that Arkham Origins. That was that not great Batman Arkham game. Like the one where,
I think I have that still.
yeah, the one where he
In
like
my,
fights Deathstroke, and it's the
yeah,
one that like Rocksteady did not make.
I think I
Yeah.
have it. I'm gonna go look after, and if I have it, I'm gonna send you a picture. I think I have that game.
So I got BioShock, Fallout 3,
Yeah, yeah.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Ugh, best game ever.
Well, I don't. Oh, you know who actually helped write the story of Lollipop Chainsaw? This is gonna be
Who?
fun. James Gunn, the guy who like directed Guardians of the Galaxy.
Shut up.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy because like I wouldn't say it's like the best story.
No, it's not, but it's weird, you know,
Yeah.
and funny. I have Ghostbusters, which is excellent.
Hmm.
Stick of Truth, Resident Evil 6.
Do you have any of the Yakuza games?
I don't. I mean, I do. I don't have any physically,
Oh.
but Ni no Kuni, The Walking Dead, Uncharted 1 and 2, Metal Gear Solid. I have 4, and then I have like the HD collection, which has like
Did
every
five come out on the PS4 or the PS3?
both. It was one of the
Okay, so
last
then I
games
probably had it on
to
the PS.
yeah,
Yeah,
one of the last games to do both. I have Def Jam Rap Star, which is
I know what it
karaoke
is.
rap games. The God of War collection.
Okay.
What is that? The Force Unleashed 2. I didn't know I had that. Oh, cool.
Oh,
And
nice play.
the one requirement that every PS3 owner should have, Sonic's Genesis collection.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, way better than the Sega Genesis collection that came out for PS4. That one was not great. The Sonic Genesis collection, still excellent. Still very, it's way better. I like honestly, I don't know why they didn't just port it on over.
Poured it. Yeah.
Yeah, but oh well. Let's answer
Ooh,
some
yeah.
questions.
Sure.
Uh, I you sent me the text saying, "Hey, we should probably answer questions," and I knew that was coming. So, in order to save myself some dignity, I tried to make myself seem cooler. Okay, we have 2 questions, and I think they're
We have
excellent.
3 actually.
Do we really? Is there one that I haven't seen?
Yeah, it wasn't written to your tweet though. It was written to the Talking Games tweet.
Ah, do
But
you
I could
have
read
them?
it out.
I'm having some trouble pulling them up. So why don't you go
Yeah, I
ahead?
have them. Okay. Well, the one that you didn't have
Mm-hmm.
is from J. Vironos,
Okay.
and it said, "Are you guys live yet? Sorry, we are not."
Yeah,
but you will hear our
yeah.
beautiful voices
We're live, but
to each other.
to
Yeah,
each
you're
other.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, what do you guys think about PlayStation's new statement on crossplay? Would you like me to read it to you, Matt?
Yes, I can probably see where this is going.
So, PlayStation said, hold on, let me just close the cookie policy that they're telling me about. On cross platform, our way of thinking is always that PlayStation is the best place to play. Fortnite, I believe, partnered with PlayStation 4 is the best experience for users. That's our belief. But actually, we already opened some games as cross-platform with PC and some others. So we decided based on what is the best user experience. This is our way of thinking for cross-platform. I have a comment. I didn't know that Sony was run by a 16-year-old. Sony is the best place to play.
Well,
I just don't say it like that. Like that was I personally found that to be quite an immature response. Like I can understand what they're saying because they want to keep people on Sony. Like I'm not stupid.
Yes.
I know from a marketing perspective
no,
that's
yeah.
like we all know that that's what it is. I just find it such a like I feel like my
It seems clunky
cousin.
in how they had to say it.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, I get that there's no way they're not going to be like, oh, the best way to play is on a PS4. But, yeah, that seems kind of...
Weird.
Yeah, I mean...
Like I understand, and it's like I know that they're also annoyed of having to answer this question.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Go on.
They're annoyed because...
People keep asking.
People get asking because Xbox and Nintendo
Yeah.
have shown that if it's
possible.
easy, which by the way, for most of these games, it's easy. Then what you might as well. I mean, talk about a platform that has learned its lesson and is actually getting better. Nintendo is way better when it comes to like availability and purchasing. I remember like buying something on my Wii U. I would have to confirm and click like 8 different things before I could actually purchase something. Like it's so ridiculous. But now it's like, okay, yeah, but you can play Minecraft with whoever. You can play Fortnite with whoever. Like Sony is, I don't know. I get why they can do it. They're doing it because they can.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I know, but it's just like I see it from their perspective, but I also see it from like a consumer perspective because if you had asked me this like maybe 5-6 years ago, I would have said, oh yeah, PlayStation's better than Xbox. Just because I had like this elitist perspective about Sony. But now, like, I don't know, like they're all similar. Like I just don't see what the fucking problem is. Like I know it's to get people to come to your what's it called? Console. But games are available on all consoles anyways. Like there's just no like people will just buy what they like and the games are there.
We are on the downhill of a console cycle. I mean, whatever the next console cycle is, it's a few years away. Sony should know better than anyone that just because you're on top one generation does not mean that you're going to be on top for the next one. Like the transition from PS2 to PS3 was ugly. Everyone bought an Xbox because it came out a year earlier. It was cheaper. Xbox they just got it. And Sony eventually caught up, but it just seems like this is going to be the kind of stuff that people remember when they're buying their next console.
Yeah.
And do you want to go with Xbox, which you can also play your games on PC, and you can also like do this and this and this?
Yeah, yeah.
Or do you want to go with Sony, who is strong arm,
unwilling to change?
A lot of yeah. It just seems goofy because ultimately they're hindering themselves when it comes to like. Why would you even play Fortnite? Like, if you have more than one console, why would you even consider playing it on a Sony platform? Like, why?
But exactly, because you can't play with anyone else.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
sure.
unless all your friends
Mhm.
and everybody you know owns a PlayStation, which it's likely, it is
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
likely,
No. No. It's
as especially if you're a kid, you
I
know what
got.
I mean?
I have one friend. I have one friend that has an Xbox, doesn't have a PlayStation, and it's like, well, that sucks. But it's. I mean, yeah. That while that's the case, it's like I don't know. If I was serious about Fortnite, I would create an account. I would play it on my Switch.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
one, I adore playing games on my Switch. Like any game that
Yes.
comes out, like what Dead Cells, for example. Not only
Yeah.
did I pay to have it on my Switch, I paid more. I paid like $10 to get it physically for my Switch.
Yeah. Me
Um,
too.
yeah, so I don't know. It's frustrating. Who is it
I think
that
it's
wrote that the question?
J. Sorry, I don't want to mess up. I didn't have it open.
Hmm.
J. Vironos.
Well, I'm just gonna say Jay.
Jason.
Jason. Okay,
Mm,
well that's easy. Jason. Um, my feeling is it's frustrating.
Same.
Yeah, it's it's very obnoxious. A friend Megs wrote in said if you were a video game character, who would you be? But we have to pick for each other. And I've been thinking about this.
Me too. I think I came up with one.
Okay, you
Crash
first.
Bandicoot.
Oh, that's endearing.
I
He's
think you
likable.
would be. He's tall
Okay, check.
and sometimes a little talkative,
Obnoxious.
but endearing, and everybody loves him.
Oh,
Aw,
that is
aren't I
nice.
nice?
You're more of a Daisy.
You couldn't even say Rosalina?
Well, first of all, you're not a Rosalina. Rosalina is a natural like mother
I'm
figure.
second place to Peach for the rest of
Okay,
my life.
okay. Daisy is way more endearing than Peach. Daisy has a personality. Look, Daisy dates Luigi because
That's true. I love Luigi.
he funny, you know.
Hmm
Like
I love my Italian men.
she dates Luigi. Like she
Yeah.
could probably date Mario. She dated Mario in the Game Boy game.
Ooh. Yeah.
Um, but she goes with Luigi because she's like, you know what? He's a little bit weirder, and there's a more spunky attitude with Daisy
Ugh, I
over
see it.
and
I wish I was.
and in the
Yeah.
first printing of Smash Brothers Melee, when you unlock her trophy, if you tilt it just right, Daisy has an eye in the back of her head, and that's canonical. I don't. That has nothing to do with you, but I'm just saying.
Fine, I'll be Daisy.
Why would you not want to be Daisy? What's wrong with
I'll
Daisy?
be Daisy. I didn't know these interesting facts besides that she dates Luigi.
Yeah. She was the first in the Game Boy game. That's who Mario was saving.
Well, then I feel special. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to think of other game characters. Who are you
Me too.
similar
I was
to?
trying to think of more for you.
Um, I hate to like say that you could only be a female character. Like what
I
male
know.
character?
I feel like I'm more of a Yoshi, TBH.
Well, isn't Yoshi
Or
a
Toad.
girl?
No, Yoshi is a boy.
Lays eggs.
They all do. We
What?
fought about this. Yoshi is a boy canonically.
Okay. I'm okay. Okay. Whatever. I'm not going to argue with this. I'm just saying the whole egg laying thing is a bit perplexing.
I'm really trying to think of another character, but now you have me on this Nintendo.
Yeah, isn't it hard to break away from the Nintendo thing? Um,
Fuck.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of like tall people with your
You.
personality.
I'm going to think of a male character that you could be.
I'm May from Night in the Woods though.
It's like the fox
The main
or
no, the
the
main character.
what is she though? Is she
She's a cat.
she's a cat, right? Right. I haven't thought about that game in a long time. Honestly, you kind of remind me of the daughter in Dream Daddy.
Thank you. That's a compliment.
She's like that's the best kid. Like I remember, not calling you a kid, of course, but like I remember while playing that game, just being like, this is every student that I've ever enjoyed. Like this is like this that they. But not only do they get teenagers, but they get the good teenagers. Because then there's shit teenagers. There's plenty of those. Our friend Greg.
You're the dad.
Which one?
That you play Pokemon against.
Okay. Oh, so I'm like the burly father in the brag competition. I'm okay with that. He's a good guy.
Yeah, definitely.
And I like the description of being burly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could be burly. I was burly, but I shaved my beard off. I'm less burly now.
Disgusting.
Okay, thank you. Our friend Greg, a friend of the show, wrote in not so much a video game question, but more of a comic book question. But for this week, it's a little bit of both. If you could be any Spider-Man character that's not a Spider-Man, who would that be? So I'm taking it Spider-Ham.
Not a Spider-Man or not Spider-Man?
I'm thinking any alternative universe, Spider-Ham, Gwen, Miles. I think they're all taken off.
I want to be Gwen.
Well, do you want to be Gwen Stacy or do you want to be
No,
Spider-Gwen?
I want to be Spider-Gwen.
Okay, you cannot be that.
She fits me. She's emo.
But
she likes punk music.
That's great. But you
hoodies. This is my aesthetic.
Specifically said she is a Spider-Man. Silk is a spider. You can say Spider-Woman, but I don't feel like that's really a Spider-Man character.
Mm-hmm. Who would do the movies count?
Does the character exist in the comics? Like, what movie character are you thinking of that does not exist in the comics?
In Homecoming, his friend.
Well, that's just a ripoff of Genki, Miles' friend in the comics.
Okay.
So, yeah. I can't remember what his name is in the movie, though.
Me neither. I'd be hot Aunt May.
Oh, so you're Marissa Tomei.
Strictly. I'm a MILF.
Yeah.
Strictly.
Okay. You're hot Aunt May.
Yeah.
I would not mind. One of my favorite Spider-Man characters. I love J. Jonah Jameson.
I like Mary Jane too. Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
I think he's terrific.
I would be a great him.
Who was that kid that died?
Oh.
What's the sad?
That kid that died.
The sad cancer kid from Spider-Man. That one issue where Spider-Man fights the Wrecking Crew, and it's like the kid who collected Spider-Man or whatever. And he's like, he's done. Yeah, it's really a sad issue. It's really great. I think it's a Roger Stern issue. Like literally, it's like right over there, but I'm not going to grab it. But it's this issue where it's like what? Okay, I'm putting carts ahead of horses. It's this kid who's a huge Spider-Man fan, right? But he's got cancer, and so like he's not going to make it. It's terminal. Mm-hmm. And Spider-Man gets like really close to the kid. Like, so he fights the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
He talks to the kid. He spends like the afternoon with him and like making him like cool chairs out of like webs and stuff like that. Spider-Man's just being a cool dude, right? And I don't know if the kid asked, but before Spider-Man leaves, he like stops and decides, okay, I'm going to take off my mask and tell this kid who I am.
Okay, I think I read this.
And like,
yes,
this was a big deal because like this was like the 80s, and I'm pretty certain that like he hadn't, like nowadays, like everybody knows, like like Fantastic Four knows, and half the Avengers know, and all that. But like this was like one of the first revelations of so the kid. I'm just going to type in Spider-Man Cancer Kid and hope something shit comes up. That's, yes, the kid who collects Spider-Man. Great. And it is Roger Stern. Okay. His name was Timothy Harrison. And he shows up, I remember, in issue 700 when Peter, like, dies and when Otto Octavius takes over his body.
Uh-huh.
and he like Peter like meets like all the characters that have died. There's like Uncle Ben and Gwen Stacy's there, and then like Timothy Harrison shows up, and it's like so emotional. I don't want to be him because he didn't make it, but I don't know what
I have,
he comes.
just to like bring it lightly.
Okay.
Like bring it up. I have a character that I want to be, and I'm so stupid that I didn't think about her. But Black Cat.
Oh yeah, Felicia, man.
I want to be her.
Yeah, she's
so
great.
badly. Everything. Outfit, hair, relationship with Peter, pushing him off buildings.
Um,
Love it. She's a bad girl.
I kind of like Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin's cool.
I have a big thing. My big thing is when I go to cons, I always try to find the person dressed up as Kingpin and have them choke me. It's just this thing I like to do.
That's just your fetish. Yeah,
Really,
we know.
It scratches an itch. So I think Kingpin would be there. I like Kingpin. I don't want to be one of the dumb animal villains like Rhino.
I was going to say, who's the one that wears leopard pants?
Oh, Kraven the Hunter?
Yes, he's like in the first couple issues.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Have you ever read Kraven's Last Hunt where he dies? Where he fucking...
No, I know what you're talking about, but I never read it.
He fucking kills himself, which is like crazy for a comic book during that time period. But yeah, like Kraven, like he like loses it and like buries Peter alive and like takes Peter's costume. He's like, now I'm Spider-Man. And like,
yes, I have read this.
Yeah, Kraven's fucking nutty.
Yes, I have read this. It was in an omnibus.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's like the Spider-Man #1 omnibus that probably everybody's read. I read it.
But yeah, Kraven.
I know what you're talking about.
Kraven's he's a coot.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's Spider-Man. So like I mean, I know it's not talking comics, but he has to have like the best cast of supporting characters, second to like Batman, right?
Yes.
Like I think that's understood. Is it better than Batman's?
I like Batman's though a lot because there's a part of me that's like, I feel like in my head the Spider-Man villains aren't as evil,
as iconic as evil.
Yeah,
I'm
so
with
like
you there.
I like the Batman villains more.
Yeah,
and I also like my boyfriend's name is Carmen, so I really like What's his name? Isn't that his name?
Who are we talking about?
Batman, his Kingpin.
Oh, Carmine Falcone.
Falcone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Falcone. Sorry, because he has to be a stereotype.
Americans.
Yeah, like Long Halloween stuff. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Harley Quinn. I like Poison Ivy.
Yeah, I feel like with the Batman villains, there's something.
Scarecrow, Bane.
They're very natural. They're very organic. Like they feel like kind of like the template of most villains. They feel.
Who's Damien's mom? What's her name?
Talia Al Ghul, Raish's daughter. And it's Ra's al Ghul, you cretins, not Raz al Ghul.
Babe, she's such a babe.
The only reason why, I used to say Raz al Ghul or Raz al Ghul. I used to be one of those guys, but I then heard an interview with Denny O'Neil, who created him, and he said Ra's, and I'm like, well, fuck, all right, well, I guess I have to say Ra's. So I gotta play ball. I guess that's gonna be it for this crazy ass podcast. Did we fill an hour? Yes, we did.
We did.
Yeah, we did great.
According to Skype.
Yeah, this is good. This is awesome.
Look at us.
I know.
We're so good.
We should do this No. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Next time we come back, Hugh and Bobby should probably be on. We will, if we're asked back, we will be on. But no, I this was fun. So when it comes to talking games, there's a lot of ways that you can support the show. First and foremost, you can follow us on our various platforms, talkingvideogames.com. You can email us at, I don't have the list. Do you have the list? No, I'm sorry. You can email us. I think it's talking.
Oh my God, you're literally the worst.
I know we're at talking_games on Twitter.
Yeah.
Our Twitch is
TV/talking games.
TV/talking games. Thank you. We have a Patreon.
Yes.
Where if you type in Patreon talking games, something will come up. And we are a humble partner. And the link to the humble partner page is in our show notes. It is. That is. I know that one. But I think that's gonna get it for this week.
My Twitter handle is Kelsamus, KELSSAMUS. Matt.
Johnny Matt Wood on both Twitter and
Instagram. You love doing that, and yet you forgot.
I didn't forget. I was just taking a very long time to get there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this week. Until next time, thank you, Kelsey.
Thanks, Matt.
And thank you, dear listener.
Thank you.
And until we see you and hear you again, be good to one another.
Bye.
Bye.